Good morning guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well today. It is Friday the 19th of December. It is the last day of work. After today I have broken up from work for 2 whole weeks and oh my god, I can't wait. I'm hoping that I'm going to wake up a little bit throughout the day and we'll make this another good, hopefully, another good vlog for the day. But, oh my god, did I have a night. So basically, there was an alarm nearby that started about 8:30, 9 maybe, and it went on until 12:30. If you couldn't guess, I am not a happy bunny because I would say that I'm usually in bed for 10. That's probably my average, especially during a working week. I was already tired yesterday from feeling really overstimulated at the bowling alley, which obviously I spoke to you guys about. So it already, I mean, it's not a nice thing to have to listen to all night, even without the craziness of the bowling alley. But this alarm went on for 3 or 4 hours. And Cal, the lucky sod, can sleep through a hurricane or an earthquake, or obviously we live in the UK, we've never actually been in those situations, but not a lot can keep that man awake. He is sleeping through basically everything, and last night was one of those occasions. So this alarm was going off and he's just there snoring, sleeping, having a great time. And then there's me, who can't sleep because all I can listen to is this noise. And anytime that I put my phone down to be like, right, let's just try. It obviously didn't actually make a difference, but because I wasn't looking at anything, I was just in like a pitch black room, it made the noise feel louder. I don't know if it's one of those things where it's like you take your other senses away so that other ones heighten or something like that. I'm not sure. But the noise felt louder anytime that I wasn't aimlessly scrolling to try and pass the time. That was absolutely fabulous. It's put me in such a great mood for today. And today is going to be a bit of a busy day today as well, I believe, because we've got a meal at work. So yesterday was like the team meal out at the carvery, and now today we have a meal with work, like in the building. And then I believe it just kind of descends into a party. So then there's that. I've got a spray tan booking tonight, so I can't be getting too heavily involved in the party because I need to make sure that I go and do this girl's spray tan tonight and ready for Christmas. But yeah, I feel like this is a bit of a terrible way to start my video, but I needed to get it off my chest. I felt like I needed to have a moan, and also if this turns out to be the worst day of Vlogmas, blame the owner of the alarm and not me. Okay, so we are now dressed and ready, and I wanted to show you my next Christmas jumper. So this is a lovely little otter in a Santa hat reading his book with a cup of tea in like a wintry little snow scene. Same on the back. And I just think this is so cute. We don't have exactly matching, but Cal has something similar with like a wintry, Christmassy otter on the front as well. So technically this matches with Cal. But I do have one more thing that I need to add to this outfit actually. I don't know why I left it in this drawer. And I don't think it really goes with the rest of my outfit, but I've got a little claw clip, which is a candy cane, and I've put a little bobble in my hair. So I don't know. Oh, I can't even see. Does that look good? I'm going to watch this back in a second so I can find out whether it looks good or not. I just don't want to look like an idiot, you know? I had it about halfway down my head when my bobble is like up here, so that looked really stupid. I then moved it to where my bobble was. Didn't look right either. I think it needs to be one of those where you've got like the low ponytail, you clip it up and then it like flops over. I don't know what that hairstyle is called. But I think it might need to be a bit more like that. So maybe we'll do that in one of the days leading up to Christmas.
Stars are shining bright on this holy night. Peace is filling every heart tonight. Children laughing, voices sing with cheer.
Okay, turn this radio off. We are back home. It is... Oh God, I can't read that clock. I need to change the colour of the hands. It is 10 to 4. Let me show you about this clock because I feel like I've mentioned the fact that I can't read this clock a couple of times and I feel like I need to just like justify myself. So this is our clock. Obviously it's see-through and we have white hands on a white wall. And I feel, especially when you get a little bit further away, please ignore the washing that's on the radiator, but like, I feel like it's quite difficult to see. But anyway, like I say, 10 to 4 and I'm home already. So this is really, really nice. We have had a little bit of a staff Christmas party and it was beginning to descend into chaos. So I thought that was a good time for me to leave. And yeah, hello Bings. I heard your little tippy tappers there. But yeah, we are broken up for Christmas. Christmas starts now because we have no work until, is it the 5th of January, which is a Monday? So 2 weeks, so that is so exciting. I am very much ready for a big old break, 2 weeks of straight nothing. To be fair, I've got quite a few things planned, Christmas related, before Christmas, in between Christmas and New Year, after New Year. So, but it will be very calm, very relaxing, and hopefully we will feel cool, calm and collected in the new year. Might not be saying that when it actually gets to the point of going back to work, but for now, I'm just so ready for this 2 week break. Okay, so it's a little bit later now because I had a nap and then we walked bingo, but we are now having some dinner. It's Friday, so that means it's takeaway Friday, and the takeaway of this week was chippy. So I've got battered chips, sausage and some curry sauce.
We gotta get you a sausage. Come on. Come on.
This is last one, okay? Last one. Okay, I'm upstairs now, and that is because I need to sort out my spray tanning bags. I have a spray tan customer tonight, so I need to go over to her house and do a spray tan for her, which obviously is good. It's helping my little business. It's also obviously earning me a little bit of money as well. But also, after the chippy, after a long day, after really not having much sleep last night, it's cold. There's better things that I could think of doing, but also You know what? It's not actually the problem with doing the spray tan. The problem that I'm having right now is leaving the house. Once I'm out of the house, fine, nothing to worry about. I will be able to do what I need to do and I will enjoy it. It's the leaving the house element that I'm like, oh, I'd rather not. But obviously, we're about to make it happen. Okay, so I've got my kit out. I've got the tent. I've got some of the bits and pieces in here, like roll and the spray tan solution. And then I've got other bits in here, like the actual machine, wipes, little feet pads and things like that. So I'm now going to head off and get this spray tan done. So, as you can probably tell, it's a little bit dark outside. It is 10 to 11 at night. And I went and did my spray tan, but because it was the work Christmas party and everything, everybody goes to the pub afterwards, and because I was being good to be able to do my spray tan appointment, etc., I wasn't drinking or anything like that. And like I say, everybody carried on to the pub, and I went home, had my chippy, did the appointment, and then I was like, I'm sure everyone's still going to be at the pub. So I dropped them a little message and was like, is everybody still at the pub? And they was like, yeah. And so I was like, well, one won't hurt. And I did actually only have one drink, but I was able to make that one drink last 2-3 hours, which is really, really unheard of for me. This is wild. And now I realise that I'll have to see how this is when I edit this back, but I've had a lovely evening. It has been really, really nice to kind of let go, and I have never had a workplace with such lovely, friendly colleagues as I have this workplace. I have always been in places where people just haven't seemed to be the nicest to me, to be perfectly honest. So I really value the kind of work friendships that I've got in this job and things like that. So I really am glad that I've just spent a bit of time at the pub catching up with people, which has been lovely. And obviously not necessarily in a work setting, you can just chat about anything. So I have had, honestly, a really lovely evening. But I also now realise that I have ignored my vlog a bit. And also I would usually have my video edited and not uploaded, but scheduled, that's the word that I want, scheduled, ready for it to go live tomorrow night. So we might have to be doing some early morning editing, because I don't think that editing at 11 o'clock at night is going to be the best answer for me. So this might have been a short one. If it is, I do apologise, but I do hope that you've enjoyed watching this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more of my videos, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the first, I was going to say unemployed day, but like holiday day. I've got no work. I mean, it's a Saturday tomorrow, but we have no work now until the new year. So videos are about to get better, longer, and I can't wait.